guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in a different space right now. I'm actually excited to be in this space right now because y'all normally catch me where? Y'all normally catch me in my car doing devotion, right? So I've been doing some rearranging in my room, and the vibe that I'm wanting to feel is basically what my room is. Definitely aesthetic, like don't even do me. It's definitely aesthetic. I'm going for that, you know, cozy feel, but at the same time I'm still going for that like aesthetic, you know, classy kind of like look, feel, or whatever. But basically that modern boho retro type of feel, type of look. But let's just say this, my room is really coming together and I can't wait to show you all how it's coming together. The sun is going in and out, so that's why it's like brightening up and then it's going back dark. But yeah, things have just been so great, like so great. You know, in the mix of going through life in reality, I've just been trying to, you know, get back into the groove of things and uplift myself and, you know, go back to doing the things I was doing before my brother passed. It's been really hard for me and I'm adjusting. I had a moment yesterday and that's the first time that I've cried since I made that last video. I'll link it down below. If you haven't watched it, you can go back and watch it. But since that video, yesterday was the first time I've cried since then. And let me just say, like, I needed that cry. I needed to let out, you know, how I'm feeling, the emotions, the thoughts that are going on in my mind and my body. Like, I needed to let that out, right? But I'm just feeling like I'm feeling more and more better over time, and time is going to heal with anything that you may be going through. But that moment yesterday was like Erica, everything's gonna be okay, which I know it's gonna be okay, but it's just how I've been feeling lately. I just been feeling lost a little bit. Like I really miss him, and it's just crazy how quick things happen, and it was like in the blink of an eye. Like, it's just crazy how you could be spending time with someone the night before, the day before, and then boom, you know, like they're gone. But to say the least, I do miss my brother. I have my moments here and there, but I feel like those moments are times where I should sit with myself and, you know, keep that personal. There's a lot that I share with you guys that I want you to see, I want you to be able to be a part of, but then there's part of my life that I want to keep to myself as well, and with family. But yesterday I had a moment and I was just like, oh my gosh. But I'm good, I'm okay. I am doing good. I'm doing great, to say the least, actually. Thanks to God. Y'all know I'm a firm believer of God, so if you're new to the channel, I talk about God a lot on this channel, and I'm excited, like really excited about things. So I have my record player over here. I finally bought a record player. I noticed lately that's been a trending thing, and I love music, and I want to get back into like doing things how they did kind of like back in the day, but not literally like everything back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, just bring like trends back, bring like the aesthetic back with things. So I'm kind of excited too about doing that. Lately I've just been becoming more in tune with myself, and when I say that I mean like I've just been more, I don't really know the words for it, but I haven't been on social media. When I say social media, like I mean like consistently. I haven't been on there consistently in months. It's been some months. I haven't been on Instagram in months. I think the last time I was on Instagram, I think it was about 4 or 5 months ago, probably longer than that. But lately I've just been, I don't know, I've just been like just becoming more in tune with myself and doing things I love and learning new things about myself. So that's kind of where I've been at. In the journey of what I've been going through, I've just been learning a lot about myself, and I'm so calm, and I'm not in a rush to do things, but I do have the mindset of you only live once, and today could be your last day, literally, so you never know. So I'm like stuck in between living and not rushing, not being so quick to do things, because I still want to enjoy the moment, you know. By the title of the video, you already know what's going on. So we're going to be doing devotion today. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted a devotion. I think, yeah, it's been a while since I posted a devotion, but I'm gonna go back to doing weekly devotions. I just been trying to like push out like different type of content for y'all, because I know I was being consistent with devotion, but I want to do something kind of different. Like I want to do a different type of a style, different type of thing when it comes to this. So I'm like, what should I do, you know? I'm like revamping my whole room. I'm doing things the way that I want them, not the way that, you know, people are doing on social media. Like everybody's following things that everyone else is doing, and I'm just at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna live my life how I want to live my life. I'm not gonna let other people control me and what I do and what I say and how I look and how I feel. Like I'm gonna be me for me, and if I want to wear that, I'm gonna wear that. If I want to do that, I'm gonna do that. If I want to pursue this career, I'm gonna pursue it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not caring about what anyone else has to say about me at all. Like I'm past that phase. I'm past just a lot of things. Like a lot of things are not in my worry. A lot of things are not on my back anymore. Like I've done came to a conclusion with a lot of stuff, and that's where I'm at with it, right? So yeah, but we're gonna jump into devotion, and I'm going to be doing a lot of like revamping, renovations with my room, whatever you want to call it. I have a lot in store, and I can't wait to show all of you because I'm excited. Like I noticed that's something too. Lately I've been wanting to do a lot of like creativity. I've been wanting to be creative a lot lately, and I'm like, what is going on? But I've always been like an artsy, creative type of person, but I never really pursued my potential like how I should, and I'm about to start doing that, because there's a lot of things that I could be doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that I could be doing. There's some things that I'm doing now, but when I say a lot of things, like things that I didn't even, there's skill and talents I didn't even know I had that I have. And I am at the point now where I am going to pursue that. And I said that before, but you know, things happen in life and you get off track, right? But I'm really about to pursue it, you know, and I am excited, and I'm bringing y'all along on the journey, and we're gonna live life together, and I'm gonna motivate you. I'm gonna be here for all of you, and like I said, if you ever need me, you can always go to my link tree, and I'll link it down below. You can always go to my link tree, submit a form, like a prayer form, or even if you want to talk and you have issues going on in your life, we could talk together, and you can submit your form down below. You can put your email, you can put your phone number, you can put whatever you want, and I will talk to you. I'll be there for you, because that's how I expect someone to be there for me, you know. So yeah, that'll be open, and I'll link my link tree down below too, so you can check out my clothing brand that I do have on there. I have my clothing brand on there, which I haven't did too much of, you know, advertising and marketing that yet, because I'm, like I said, I've been going through a lot, but it's there on my link tree. If you do want to go on the site and purchase, it's there. I keep you up to date on my YouTube. If you're not subscribed to my channel, which if you're not subscribed and you're watching the video, you need to subscribe. It does help my channel, it does support me along my journey. But if you do go to my link tree, make sure you subscribe to that too, because you will be updated on, you know, times that I post for YouTube. So with that being said, I am going to finally jump into devotion. I'm tired of running my mouth. I'm done running my mouth. We're about to jump into devotion. And if you are new to the channel, I start off with Jesus Calling first. This is linked on my Amazon storefront. That is linked in my link tree down below if you want to go purchase it. And then I go in with Refresh Your Prayers. That is linked in my Amazon storefront as well, and you can purchase it on there as well. So today's date is the 14th, and we are going to read today's devotion of the day, and it says, "Be prepared to suffer for me and my name. All suffering has meaning in my kingdom. Pain and problems are opportunities to demonstrate your trust in me. Bearing your circumstances bravely, even thanking me for them, is one of the highest forms of praise. This sacrifice of thanksgiving rings golden tone bells of joy throughout heavenly realms. On earth also your patient suffering sends out ripples of good tidings in every widening circles. When suffering strikes, remember that I am sovereign and that I can bring good out of everything. Do not try to run from pain or hide from problems. Instead, accept adversity in my name, offering it up to me for my purposes. Thus your suffering gains meaning and draws you closer to me. Joy emerges from the ashes of adversity through your trust and thankfulness." And this is from James 1:2-4, Psalm 107, 21-22, and then Psalm 33, verse 21. Whoa. It's crazy how every time I pick up this camera and I say I'm going to do a devotion for y'all, and I explain to y'all what I've been going through, it seems to be the same devotion. It talks about exactly what I've been telling y'all I've been going through. It's crazy to me. And it's crazy in a good way, not crazy in a bad way, but it's crazy. So you see right here where it says, pain and problems are opportunities to demonstrate your trust in me, meaning putting you through pain. God is putting you through suffering. But he's not putting you through things you cannot bear, but he's putting you through pain and problems to use that for you to grow and trust in him, right? So if we didn't go through problems, if we didn't go through pain, if we didn't go through suffering, if we didn't go through trial and error, we wouldn't need God. Technically, statistically, like, let's be real here. Like, if we really didn't go through nothing, what would we call on God? You know, like, think about that. Would you call on God if you didn't have any problems, if you didn't have any pain, if you didn't have anything like that going on in your life? Would you call on him? It's something to ask yourself, like, would I call on God if I didn't have anything going on? I still call on God regardless of what's going on in my life, right? And y'all know that because I tell y'all that. I've told y'all that multiple times. I still call on God no matter what. Like, no matter what. So I remember I was at a point in my life where I didn't call on him at all. And this was about 3, 4, 5 years ago. I was young, a little younger then, you know, and just going through the motions of life, trying to find myself, trying to find out who I am. And I'm still doing that today, but the person I am today, this is the person I want to be. I don't want to be nothing else. I don't want to be nobody else. I don't want to betray myself to be anybody else. I don't want to copy anyone else. I want to be the woman that I present myself to you guys and to the world. It's just the more and more that I live life, I become more woke. I become more open to really what's going on in this world and how things are and how people are. And a lot of people portray themselves to be something they're not. And everything that I present to you guys is how I am off camera. And that's another thing too. I would not show you guys something I'm not. But in this devotion, it's basically saying that you need to call on God, no matter if it's good or bad, right? And whatever you're going through, trust in him to fix whatever it is that you're going through, and he will. And he's going to be there for you regardless, no matter what. Our God is a jealous God. Like, he wants us to be forefront with him. Like, he wants us to call on him. He wants us to have faith in him. He wants us to trust in him, you know. And in this time, and that in the times that we're in right now, it is very important that you get closer to God. And a lot of people don't believe in God or don't believe in certain things, but I'm telling you, I'm really telling you right now, is the is the time. Is the time to get close with him. Because we cannot get back time. We cannot get back time. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you get close to him, like right now. Right now. And you see, it says right here, do not try to run from pain or hide from problems. I used to do that. I used to be like, oh my God, I don't want to go through this. Oh my gosh, I don't want to experience that, because then I'm gonna have to start over and I'm gonna have to do this. But that's just God preparing you for your future. That's God preparing you to go through things so that, for one, he knows he can move you to the next level. And I've talked about this before. And he puts you through things to move you. You know, he positions you in certain places to move you, to make you better. But some people think that is, oh God, it's karma or is this and that. Like, sometimes God is doing his work, like, in that area. You can't think that it's karma or that it's bad luck or it's fate. Like, God is moving you. He's trying to move you. Like I said, it's good to draw close to him. Because when I tell you, he's pulled me through so much. He's pulled me through so much. So much. And the relationship I have with God right now is the best it's ever been. And even though I'm going through what I'm going through, this is the best time for me to call on to God. This is the time that I need to be calling on to him. But it's only because I've been so hurt because of losing my brother that it's like I don't want to do anything else. No, and I realized I can't do that. I have to keep on going. Life goes on, and he's always going to be in my heart, always on my mind. Every day I think about him. But I know I have to keep pushing. I have to keep living my life, you know? And that's the hardest part about it. And that's something I had to accept yesterday. I was like, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, right? So I'm okay. I just wanna let you guys know I'm okay. I'm fine. And that's why I, you know, continue to be around family, continue to laugh and smile and everything. I have my little moments here and there. Like, I'll, you know, maybe like cry a little bit or burst out crying, or be listening to a song and think about him and start crying. But that's normal. It's part of grief. It's part of mourning. Like, you're gonna go through that when you lose a loved one, especially someone close to you. And it's okay. So if you're going through anything like that, I want to let you know it's okay to do that. We're human. We cry. We're meant to cry. We're meant to shed tears. Like, even if you're a man, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. And a lot of people say, oh, man's not supposed to cry, but it's okay to cry. But we're done with Jesus Calling. So now we're gonna go into refresher prayers. So refresher prayers is part of the devotion that I do, and I do Jesus Calling first because that's the prayer of the day. That's the devotion of the day. And then I go into refresher prayers and I do some reading on this too. I do read the Women's Bible. Or actually, this morning I started reading the Women's Bible on my phone, but I think I'm gonna get, I do have a physical Bible, and it was my brother's, but I think I'm gonna get another Bible that's more clarifying to read, something that's gonna like lay it out more clearer, you know, for a better understanding. So I'm gonna read this devotion, and this is the devotion of the day. It says, Solomon's prayer for wisdom. Give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. 1 Kings 3 verse 9. Solomon and I have at least one thing in common: a healthy understanding of our own ignorance. As an 18-year-old high school senior, I felt overwhelmed by the decisions that faced me. Where should I go to college? What should I study? Who should I date and eventually marry? I knew my choices would chart the course of my life, and I was terrified to make the wrong ones. Many nights I couldn't sleep. I turned over one scenario after another in my mind. Early one morning, after a turbulent night, I arose from bed, looked in the mirror, and burst into tears. It's not fair, I wailed to my mom. I'm only 18 years old. I'm not smart enough to make these important decisions. The book of 1 Kings describes another anxious young adult. King Solomon had just been appointed king over Israel. With the crown of responsibility resting heavily on his head, he felt the weight of every decision. No doubt his father's words rang in his ears. My son Solomon, the one whom God has chosen, is young and inexperienced. The task is great. He also may have experienced a few sleepless nights tossing and turning on his bed. One night, God appeared to him in a dream. Ask for whatever you want me to give you, God said. Solomon was quick to reply, Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David, but I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? Solomon's request pleased the Lord. Not only did he grant Solomon a wise and understanding heart, he blessed him with riches and honor. So everything that you need is inside of you. God has instilled all of that inside of you. The Apostle James encouraged New Testament believers to follow Solomon's example. If any of you lacks wisdom, he wrote, you should ask God, who gives generously to all and without finding fault, and it will be given to you. You should ask God, who gives generously to all and without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Like a wise father who desires to steer his children away from harm and toward the good path, God invites us to seek his wisdom for every decision we face. So, that's another thing. When I pray, I always ask God for his protection and security throughout my day. I always ask for direction and protection through anything and everything that I do. Because if it's meant for me, God will allow me to pursue that. If it's not, he's going to protect me from it. As a young adult, I knew I needed someone wiser than myself to help me make crucial life choices. I sought the counsel of my pastor, who helped me realize I never fully surrendered my life to God's control. Once I did, I learned to seek God's wisdom instead of trusting my feelings or following my friends. So, this is what I'm talking about. So, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I told you guys, every time I feel like I'm telling you guys something or a story or what I've been going through or what's going on in my life, it's always ends up happening. Like, this ends up happening. It just said, I learned to seek God's wisdom instead of trusting my feelings or following my friends. So basically, instead of following myself and choosing my way, I've been allowing God, or not even allowing him, giving my burdens, giving everything to God and allowing him to take everything that's instilled in me and using it to his best of ability to make me who I need to be. So that is what I'm telling you guys. Make sure that you are asking God to take everything that you have instilled in you and use it. Use it. Make you who he wants you to be. Ask him to allow you to be and do the things that you want to do, but that's in his plan. When I asked God for wisdom, he supplied the insight, guidance, and information I needed to move forward. Sometimes I'd read a relevant passage of scripture I could apply to my situation. Other times, a godly mentor or friend shared wise counsel. Sometimes snarly situations sorted themselves out. As I prayed, he provided insight to know what to do. Our world swirls with confusing situations, conflicting opinions, and murky thinking. Our only hope for making God-honoring choices is to seek his wisdom every day. Ever since I've been calling on God, talking to God about my problems instead of running to someone, I've seen a big difference in the way I respond when it comes to situations in my life or tests or whatever. I see a different response out of myself, and it's only because of God, me calling on to God. Because if I didn't call on to God and didn't use him in a good way, is what I mean. If I didn't use God, I would still be lost. I would still be lost right now. Oh, okay. As he did with Solomon, God invites us to pray. Give me a discerning heart to distinguish between right and wrong. Because he invites us to ask, we can rest in knowledge that God is pleased to answer our prayer. So as long as we call on to him, and you know, he knows that it's genuine, we can be okay. And God knows that, right? God delights to share his insight, wisdom, and guidance with us. Help is only a prayer away. So that's why I tell you to pray, 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 pray. There's not a right and wrong way to pray. As long as you know that relationship you have with God is different than everybody else. Not everyone has the same relationship with God. Not everyone talks to God the same way. But there is a way that you should speak to him when you talk to him. Not beg, you know. Talk to him in a way, in a sense of matter, as if you need help with what's going on in your life. You know, you need guidance. Don't beg to him whenever you talk to him. So this is the praise prompt for today. It says, I praise you, God, for inviting us to bring our family. No. I praise you, God, for inviting us to bring our frailty, confusion, and fears to you. You never scold us for lacking knowledge. Instead, you pour out your wisdom on us. Each time we humble ourselves, acknowledge our need, and seek your wisdom, you graciously respond, I praise you for giving us your word that contains so much guidance and direction. Thank you for the Holy Spirit who lives inside us, teaching and leading us into all truth. And then this is like the live it out section. Basically, like, it gives you like a little area down here where you can like write out stuff if you want to, you know, because it's going to ask you questions, or basically ask you to practice what the devotion was, right? So it says, when you have to make a decision, do you pray first, last, or never? Where do you go for wise counsel? The next time you encounter a situation that seems uncertain, pray first. Ask God for wisdom, then look for it in spiritual places. So what did I just tell you guys just a minute ago? Every time that I talk to God, every time I pray to God, anything that I do, I ask God for his direction and protection and guidance. Because everything is not meant for you. Or what you think is meant for you is not meant for you. And that's something that I had to realize too. Just because you see someone else doing it and you think you should be doing it doesn't mean it's meant for you. It's not meant for you. And I'm safe to say that I know who I am as a person because I was lost. And like when I say lost, that was recently, like months ago, a year ago. Before that, I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted in life, but now I know what I want. I know what I want to do, and then I let God control everything and I move forward, you know. But I do pray to him and ask him for wants and needs, but I do follow his way. I don't take my route and my way and just leave God out of it. But like I said, anytime that you do anything in your life, make sure that you pray to God. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you're not close to God and you're one of those people that are like, nah, God ain't real, this and that, I'm telling you, God will help you. He will change the way, you will change the whole route completely. I promise you. But like I said, this is the end of the video. I'm so glad that you are watching. I'm so glad that you chose to watch the video. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe so you do not miss another video. Make sure you turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are posted. Make sure you subscribe to my link tree. That'll be linked down below, so you could stay up to date and in the know for when I do post YouTube content. And subscribe to my link tree if you haven't done so yet. I have almost 300 subscribers, and I don't know why I don't have almost 300 subscribers on Linktree. So make sure that you are subscribing to my Linktree and support me, because without you guys' support, I won't be able to put out, you know, great quality content. But I have a lot of stuff in the works. I need y'all support. When I say support, I need likes, I need shares, I need comments, I need engagement. I have 262 of you and I only get a few comments. So don't be scared to comment. Don't be scared to comment. Because you never know, that one comment could change a lot of things for this channel. You never know. But I just want to say I'm grateful for all of you, and I am excited for the things to come that are in store. But if you haven't got these books, make sure that you go on my Amazon storefront and purchase them and get you one so we can read together. But I do want to say this, this book is almost at the end. Like, if you can't see, like, I'm almost at the end of this book. Let's see. So the orange sticky note is right here at the book, on the book. This is where I'm at on the book. And I already have another book on my bookshelf that I'm going to start reading next once that's completed. And then with devotion, I'm not sure if you could get like different devotions every year, if it's the same devotion every year for the book. I'm not sure how it works. But this is my first time having this year, that I've ever read one of these. So, and this does really help me a lot. But yeah, I have this, and those books get me through. Those books really, truly get me through. And I do have a book that I'm gonna start reading. It's a women's, but you could put it in the perspective of a man, you know. And I'm gonna start reading that after that one's up. But I am going to get off of here. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to my Linktree. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on those post notifications for the YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos. And I am gonna catch you guys in the next video. I love all of you, and peace and blessings. I love all of you.
You got both parents inside your life, but still got fear in your eyes. I had to change my life around. Now I'm living for God.